Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. So in today's video, I want to start with going to Easily. I actually wanted to change my carpet for the longest time, but I haven't been able to change. So I figured out why use a different carpet when the seats are actually a different color. So I tried so much to get a carpet that actually can go well with the seats, and later I can get the curtain. So here I'm at TCD. I'm trying to look at different carpets that I was being shown, so I haven't decided which one to take. I had gone to like 3 stores, which I really tried to figure out. It was so challenging to even figure out the kind of carpets that I really wanted, until I called a friend of mine, Lucy Nyabera, and she assisted me. She even sent me to her customer who did actually select the nice, very nice carpet, and also we negotiated the price and it was so affordable. So here I had come back home. Actually, I was in Italy like 3 4 days ago. No, like 4 days ago. This is a different day, so I just want to remove the thing that they had tied the carpet with, and then we can spread it and you can see the carpet that I got, and maybe you can tell me if I went with the right choice that can really go well with my seats. Then later on I can get the curtains that can actually slowly by slowly, I will be able to transform this living room into a very cozy and nice living room. So guys, please check out Lucy Nyabera. She has a very amazing content. You will love it there. And please consider subscribing to her channel as well. So this carpet I had put earlier because I did not want the floor for us to step on a cold floor, at least to just put it there so that it can feel a bit warm. So I'm trying to remove it, sweep off the dust. Obviously, when you remove the carpet, even if you had cleaned the space, you will always find a dust beneath the carpet. I don't know why, but normally I come across a lot of dust when I'm removing maybe a carpet or some rag.
Started as a whisper, message from a new world I'd never known. Something about it felt like
For this carpet, the measurements are 7 by 10. I really wanted such a big carpet. I did not want a small carpet. And as you can see, that is the bottom part, and I really loved it. This other part is the leather. It's leather, yeah. I don't know the purpose of it. Maybe not to maybe slide, something like that. So this is the carpet that I went with, and I really love it. Honestly, I think it goes well with my seats. So here I really had a lot of difficulties figuring out which way do I put the carpet, whether I should put it like this or should I lay it across, like from the seat towards the TV stand. But I ended up putting actually the other direction, because I figured out if I put it here and the door from outside is on the other end, and when people come in, mostly people come in with a lot of dust and they'll be stepping, they just pass through here. This is like a corridor headed to the other rooms. I felt like this place, this part here can really get a lot of dirt, so I decided to just remove it from there and put it across. So I was consulting and I wanted to know which way is best, and we ended up deciding to put it across.
calling my name, and I feel angels around when I start to sing, and suddenly it feels like heaven is not so far away. Tell me, can you hear the symphony?
Honestly, this carpet is very, very soft. As I was stepping on it, I felt like it was so soft and very warm. And the other carpet was a bit rough. but I really love this one. I was like hesitant to go for this color, but I decided, why not? Let me just take it and challenge myself, given that I have kids and I know they are really going to be putting up a mess here, spills and everything, but I will really try to control them. But in the near future, I think I can get a dining table so that we can stay off the seats eating from that area, so that we can at least maintain this carpet without having spills on them. So let me know in the comment section if you love it, if it really does blend with my seats, because as I was going for the carpet, actually I was looking at the seats and also the future curtains that I might get, not now but maybe in the future. But as for now, this is the setting and I am loving it. I am really loving it. Just let me know your opinion. It's been a while since I did cook a lot of food and stone, so I decided this day let me just cook a few dishes so that I can store them, given that the kids are going to school and sometimes it is hectic to actually rush with time when maybe you want to make dinner. So I decided let me just cook a few cereals and store in the fridge, and also just a few dishes you will just see along the way. So here I have some dried peas that I had actually soaked overnight. These are dried peas. When you buy them, they are just dried. So I soaked overnight. So I just want to pressure cook them. The pressure cooker will be faster and make them a little bit soft. The dried peas are always delicious. Honestly, they are very delicious compared to even the fresh ones. But with the fresh ones, it's also it depends with the kind of piece that you come across. So I want to just boil the water that I'll be using to make the cereals. I also have some lentils that I did stock as well. We love lentils. Lentils are very delicious, so I want to also cook the lentils and actually store. I also had soaked the lentils in the morning. I did not soak them overnight. Soaking lentils really helps get rid of acidity. If you have problems with acidity, always consider to soak your cereals maybe overnight or maybe for like 6 hours. It does work. So I normally cook my cereals with salt so as to balance the flavors, so that when you cook, you don't just get the salt on the outside sauce and inside there is no flavor. So that is why I normally cook my food with salt. So I just want to pressure cook the peas, and then I'll just use a normal pot to cook the lentils because they take a shorter time to cook actually. So I just want to also cut the chicken that I had gotten. Also, I have some mushrooms that I actually got from my grandmother. You'll just see them. So that is what I want to do. So guys, these are small mushrooms. I don't know how they are called in English, but it's a type that is very small. I actually got this from my grandmother. She dried them for me and sent them to me. She knows I love mushrooms, so I'm going to, they're already sorted, so I just want to put them in a bowl, put some water, let them soak for a while, yeah, before I can cook them. I always love broccoli. It is something that I can really grab so fast and really saute so fast. So that is the kind of vegetable that I would always go for. If not broccoli, I would go for courgettes or carrots or even fermented cabbage. That is my go-to vegetables. I just want to remove them just like this, and then I'll wash them and then just saute them. What kind of vegetable do you love most, or what kind of vegetable you can really grab so fast and really works up for you? As for me, it is broccoli. Also, skuma does work for me, but skuma wiki actually really gives me a lot of acidity, so I don't really take skuma wiki that much. If I want to do something else, I would go for spinach, or maybe I would go for the pumpkin leaves. Yeah, those really do work for me. Even amaranth leaves do work for me, but the skuma wiki, I really don't take it because it really gives me acidity. In as much as it is good, it is sweet, but at the end of the day, when it goes into my stomach, it really ends up giving me a problem. So I just want to cut this chicken and then I'll boil it, and then I'll show you the next step.
And suddenly it feels like heaven is not so far away. Tell me, can you hear the sound?
So this was a broiler chicken and it had been freezed, so it was so hard for me to cut through it, but I did manage because that knife is very sharp. I love it. And I have here some spring onions that I've already peeled and washed. I love spring onions, and if you really want your, maybe your eggs, your stews, your curries to taste so good, just use the spring onions. You can mix with the red onions. So I have some peppers also I'm going to cut, and I'll be using them to saute my chicken. So I have the yellow pepper, I have also the red pepper, I have the green pepper as well. I love, love, love these peppers. They really smell, they have a very nice aroma into the food. So these are the ingredients. I have the peas there already cooked, the mushroom, the broccoli, the chicken, the red, yellow, green pepper, and the spring onions, some coriander, baby gourgets, and the tomatoes. So I'll start by putting my chicken into the gas cook to on top of the gas, and then I'll add some salt into it. I'll also add some water. I'll bring it into onto a boil for like 15 minutes. You don't want to overcook your chicken, because if you overcook your chicken, it does tear apart, and you really don't want that. This is broiler. You don't have to cook them long. So I'm adding oil into both of my pots. I've added some spring and red onions all mixed. I just want mixed flavors. And then the other side, I'll be adding the mushroom. So I'll put the tomatoes here. Actually, my blender broke. Yeah, it's blender. My blender broke. It is glass, so it broke. So I haven't been able to get another one. Luckily enough, I got these tomatoes and they were so good. They were soft. They are able to cook through compared to the tomatoes that I've been coming across. Then I have my mushroom over here. I'm going to add them into the onions. I'll saute them for a while. With mushrooms, you don't want to baptize your mushrooms with spices. Honestly, it will lose the taste of the mushroom. So if you want to get the natural and original taste of the mushroom, just use onions only, onions and oil, and also some salt. You will really get a very good flavor. So my chicken is already cooked. I'll remove the chicken from the broth, and then I'll put it aside just to drain extra water, because I want to stir fry it. So I'll just let it drain extra water, and then a little bit of the broth I'll be adding into my mushroom. Chicken broth really makes the mushroom taste amazing. The taste is just heavenly. Yeah, that is the word I can use. But they really taste so good when you put some chicken broth inside there. I have some pasta semolina over here. I love pasta semolina. In as much as I've never cooked it on camera, but it is so good. Mostly with the kids, you'll just using the broth to cook it, just to enhance the flavors. And the broth already has some salt and also some oil. So the thing with the semolina, you have to keep stirring it because it sticks down just like pasta. So you have to keep stirring it, but I prefer it to overcook so that it becomes like porridge. It really tastes amazing. So my tomatoes I've already cooked, and with my peas, I prefer using the tomatoes. They taste so nice. So I'm adding oil into the other pan, and I want to stir fry the chicken. So my peas are already cooked, I'll be adding coconut cream. Coconut cream makes the food taste so good, so good. So I haven't used any spices. I just want my food to be as natural as ever with natural taste. So today I'm just skipping all the spices. I'm only doing onion, salt and tomatoes. That is all. So I'm going to saute my chicken over here, just stir fry it just a little so that it can be golden brown on both ends before I can do the next thing. My pasta over here is already cooked and it really tastes so good, I'm telling you. So I'm garnishing my peas with the coriander just for some color and also some good flavors. Who doesn't like coriander? Coriander is everything when it comes to curries and stews. So here I just want to make also the lentils. They had already cooked. I'm not using tomatoes on the lentils because lentils tend to give acidity attack. So for me to avoid that, I normally soak my lentils, as I said, overnight and then drain the water. And then when I'm cooking, I don't use tomatoes. Honestly, you will not feel any acidity. And I'm not also going to use any spices over here, just as natural as it is. So I'm flipping the chicken. The other side is already golden brown. So I just want both sides to change color before I can actually continue with the next thing that I want to do with them. So these lentils, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of water because they are too dry. They don't have tomatoes, so I'll add a little bit of water, mix until they are well combined, bring them to a boil, and then I'll be adding some coconut cream because coconut cream with the legumes really goes so well and it makes the food taste so good. I've always been using coconut creams in all my legumes. Every time I make either beans or lentils or even anything concerning the legumes, I will always add coconut cream and it tastes so good. So I'm adding the coconut cream into my lentils. I'll stir it a little bit and then I'll add in the baby gourgets. If I had carrot, I could have thrown inside, but unfortunately I did not have that. So I have drained the oil from the chicken. So I'm adding in the bell peppers, yeah, the bell sweet peppers, and then I've added also the onions. I'm going to add only black pepper inside here and some butter. And butter really makes the chicken really taste so good and it really softens the chicken, plus it makes also the peppers to taste so good. So because I had already added salt, I don't think I need so much salt. I'll be adding a little bit, just a pinch, for the sake of the peppers so that they can also get the salt. So and then they are done. Next thing, I'm going to add garlic into my pan and then I'll be adding broccoli. Sauteing broccoli with some garlic really tastes so good. You can try that. Don't overcook your broccoli because once the broccoli is very soft, honestly, it doesn't, I don't know, I don't like cooked broccoli. I just love sauteing them like this so that they come out so crunchy. So I'm garnishing my lentils with some coriander as well. And our food is done. This is the food that I have already made. The peas, that is the semolina pasta. This is the mushroom. They really look so good. The chicken over there looks really amazing. Also, I also made the broccoli I sauteed. These are the lentils. I ended up also making some rice. Yeah. So I hope you got to enjoy this video. I hope you loved it. And I'm so grateful to my new subscribers. Thank you for being here. Thank you for my returning subscribers. Thank you for those who are watching me for the first time. Please consider subscribing. I'm really grateful. Until next time, bye guys.
Can you hear?